Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. In this video tutorial, we're going to see how to use anchor text to hide a link behind relevant keywords when you are posting comments or when you are looking to add links onto websites. Now, the purpose of anchor text is twofold. Firstly, it makes a paragraph that you're writing that much more easy to read. If you've got links throughout a paragraph and you've got to wade through with your eyes, http:// the name of the page, it can be quite disruptive to the flow of a paragraph. So the first reason for using anchor text is to make it easy on the eyes so that you read the word and you can see that it's maybe got a different color behind it, which is a hyperlink that takes you to the item in question that that paragraph is talking about. Now, the second reason for using anchor text is for Google, and it's for ranking purposes. If you are adding a link onto a website that doesn't use the rel nofollow rule, Google will be able to index the keywords that the anchor text is showing and attribute those keywords to the page that you send the user to. What I mean by that is, if you've got web design, as the photo on the campus page shows, as the anchor text, and it heads back to a website called Toast, www.toast.co.nz, Google is going to index the web design link and it's going to attribute web design to the company Toast, or the website Toast. And when people search for web design, Toast is going to be able to use some of that affinity that Google has associated the anchor text and the link back to the company with. That might all be a wee bit confusing. That's okay. Stick with this video. We are going to explain how you can use anchor text when you are posting online and trying to gain more links back to your website. We have two examples to show you. The first of which is on the website KiwiBlog. KiwiBlog is written by a gentleman by the name of David Farrar, and he is a political blogger, if you will, and a social commentator. This particular blog post is talking about Facebook allowing under 13s to use the social networking site, and he goes on to have his opinion, and then there are 25 responses. If we jump down to the response that I wrote, basically what I've said here is that it probably isn't the best thing, and that's something that the society as a whole needs to deal with, but that also Facebook has terms and conditions that if you adhere to, you can restrict pages to R18. Not only am I able to put my opinions across in this comment, I was also able to put this link back to the need website. You can see that the word need is on top, and then when I hover the mouse over it in the lower left hand corner of the screen, you'll see that the link is going to go to www.need.co.nz. If we click on that, it takes us to the website need.co.nz. Okay, now that's relatively simple. All that was done there was for the anchor text to hide the link back to the need website. Eventually, Google was able to index this link, and you'll see that here. kiwiblog.co.nz has indexed two links, but they're both going back to the home page. And if you know anything about Webmaster, you can see the number of links that a website provides you and to how many pages it links to. And in this case, there's two links from the KiwiBlog site back to the home page. Now, the KiwiBlog site has something that many blog sites now have, and that's a tag called rel nofollow. Basically what that means is that Google is told not to follow the link, which means it won't flow page rank back to your website. Now, the purpose of link building strategies is, of course, to generate as much page rank as you possibly can, but it's also informative. So in this particular comment that I had written, people can see that hopefully I'm an authoritative source, that I do know what I'm talking about, I have an industry understanding and industry knowledge, so that when I put the link there, they could go back to that website and they could see that, in fact, Need has some level of authority and professionalism, a platform from which they can speak accordingly. Gives the comment more relevance, and it also allows the user who's reading the comment to be able to go through to that particular page. So with linking, you've got the two elements you're trying to achieve. One, to flow page rank, and two, to make your comments and the text relevant for the user. To see this in practice and for you to do it yourself, the best way is to type in a industry specific term. In this case, for the Wonks, I've typed in AdWords changes and then put comment inside of speech marks. So the industry term and then comment in speech marks. What that's going to do is bring up a whole lot of websites that have comments on them, which means that they're talking about the particular keyword or key phrase that you've entered and that you can add comments. If you've entered an industry term for your business, you can go down, open up all the links in a new tab, probably ignore the videos, mainly going for blogs really. Now do remember that these blogs may have the rel nofollow rule, and you can see the rel nofollow tutorial inside of directory sites under SEO on the Wonks campus. But having now gone to these different pages, you can see that there is a topic that the page is talking about. You should read the topic and get some value from that, and if and where you feel you can add value in the comments section, then you can add some information, your name, your email, your website, and then a comment. And you'll see here on certain websites that you can add in HTML tags, and the one that we're going to deal with is called an anchor tag, the A tag. You can see the full tag just there. We'll look at that in a moment. There are other pages that we opened, again talking about Google, and we can enter the name, email, website, and a comment, and so on and so forth. On this particular page, it's not going to have comments. It's a help page from Google. That's no use to you, or to me in this case. Here is another website that is talking about AdWords, and at the bottom I can leave a comment, and yet another, and there's a final one here that was a blog, and I can't comment on that particular post. Certain blogs will allow you to read post via the social tags, which is great. Before I go on to show you an example of anchor text, I want you to be aware that you don't just post links on websites for the sake of it. You'll be moderated, and it's really bad practice. It's uncool. It's basically like tagging. It's not something that you should do. Find a medium and a purpose for your links, and that's not hard to do. It really isn't. An example of why it's not hard to do is this particular page. So having typed in and found the page that I was looking for, I typed in AdWords changes with comment. I found this particular web page by Web Pro News. And they're talking about Google making changes to AdWords policies. Now I've read this particular page and it has some really good information. And then at the bottom I've created a comment. Now I've taken the time to read the particular blog post, and then I formulated a comment that is relevant to this particular post. It's also relevant to this particular video. I'll just quickly read that. It says, "Hi Chris, thanks for taking the time to put these details up. I was not aware that Google had issued these changes, and it was not until producing a tutorial for my clients on the proper use of anchor text did I see this post. I would hope that you will allow this link back to our company website called Wonks, as it would help my clients understand the value in making text readable without links disrupting the flow of a paragraph. I note your blog's use of the nofollow rule, so it is a good example of placing a link within quality content rather than just to flow page rank. If you would like to know more, please sign up to our free online campus here." Now there are two links that I want to use here. The first is Wonks, and the second is free online campus. So in order to add a link that has anchor text on top, you're going to need to get the following tag. You'll see that on screen right now. So you've got a tag that says open, which is this icon here, anchor, href, which is telling the anchor to go to this link, and this is the keywords that you're going to use on top. Below that, we have another anchor text. This one is going to the sign up to the campus page, and the keyword on top of that is free online campus. So let's quickly take those and put them in place. We're going to remove Wonks. So we just removed the wording, replaced it with the full anchor text, and we can do the same with the free online campus. And then we can click post comment. Now it may be moderated. Comments are often moderated, and in this case it is. In a day or two, I would expect that this comment would show up. The best way to find out whether or not it has is to go into your Webmaster Tools account, maybe a month later, and see if you have had an increase in links. Of course, you're not doing it just for the sake of linking, you are doing it for the purposes of adding unique and quality content to a post. You will see on the tutorial page for anchor text an example of how you can use anchor text. Simply put, you'll just need to remove the Wonks example and the text that's there, and you'll need to put in your own website and your own keyword and replace it on a website. The end result of an unmoderated link is to see it in this example. So had we been creating this particular comment from scratch, I would have had the anchor text as www.need.co.nz with the text need, and I would have placed that into the comment and it would show as the screen does currently. If you have any questions about this tutorial, and you may well do, please consult the help links on the left-hand side of the campus page, or contact the Webwonks on their Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Webwonks, or call us 0800 932 9665. That's 0800 Webwonks. Thanks for watching.